Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Stellaris in our doomed playthrough over here. Now, I'm still 2 episodes ahead of you guys, I think, but that's close enough that now I can catch up on some of the comments and get some relevant feedback, which has been very lovely. First thing, a couple people have suggested moving the capital to the farm experiment world, possibly because it has our current highest population. I mean, 3D printer actually has a higher planet size, but it's tropical, not Gaian, which means not everyone's going to be able to live there. So the habitability is not there, and it doesn't have the population. So I assume that's why people are thinking farm experiment would be a good place for the capital, because it's Gaian. Everyone will be able to live there, 100% habitability, which is really good, and it's got more people. Unfortunately, the button to do this is 250 influence. Maybe, well, we'll probably move it at some point. That's probably a very good idea. Right now, I feel like it's going to be hard to justify. Also, we can't move it while we're at war. But it feels like it's going to be kind of hard to justify to make that change. People had said to see claims, if we go to diplomatic map mode and then click on another empire, we should be able to see claims that someone might have. Are these claims? Yes, these are claims over here with the blue, so we can see some of that going on. Okay, that's really, really good information. There was something else. Oh yeah, there were name recommendations. There was also some feedback about ships that we're going to talk about. But there were some planetary name suggestions. I kind of still like Fusion Core over here. I think we're going to go with that. But someone had suggested... Hang on. Someone had suggested Enlightenment. Yeah, Enlightenment with some dashes in there, which sounds really good. And Energy Alternatives was another good name as well, but I like Fusion Core. I think I might have renamed this planet Fusion Core in the episode that hasn't gone live at the time that I've recorded this, so we've got that. Do still need a few of these others as well. We've got this Gaian rural world over here. That specializations also makes the districts cheaper. It makes the build speed faster for the districts. I don't know if it makes the districts cheaper though, unless I misunderstood what they were saying, or maybe the patch had changed things since the last time they'd implemented that. But the comment said that one of these specializations would make those districts cheaper, but this one doesn't. Although, if this was still set to like, I don't know, I can't remember the colony world or whatever, which might only be limited to some of these smaller places, might have a discount there. I have a vague memory of something like that. Yeah, the planetary focuses also reduced build costs of their districts, says Genesis, like the ones that correlate to farms miners. Yeah, that must have changed, Genesis, since last time you took note. It still increases the speed, but that's about it. Also a suggestion, we could take the Raider out of this fleet and right over here and move it and use it as an anti-piracy thing. Is it actually making our ships weaker? Our fleet's weaker. This thing's military power is 96. How do you tell the military power of, not a cruiser, I just want to see a Corvette in comparison, because it's a one daughter. It doesn't give me the pop-up over here. There you go, military power. Okay, so yeah, you're right, that Raider is slightly weaker. We could use it as an anti-piracy thing, but my plan is mostly just leave it in this fleet for now, and then, you know, until it dies. It's still producing a little bit of strength. So I think that's going to be it. So yeah, and you can stop the spam about moving the capital, because I have acknowledged it. Right now it's too expensive. In fact, I don't know if there would have ever been a good time for us to spend 250 to move the capital. And again, that might be something else that's changed since people have done it before. Like the buttons here, people said decision in the chat, but it's not a decision, it's a button over here. And maybe the cost used to be less. Maybe it scales based on things. I don't know. We've got the unspent civic points. That's the thing. If we get 250 influence, that's what we're going to be spending it on. And I think we're kind of pausing on the development. So we're at war. I can't remember with whom. Thymoids and Hand of Armok, which is... Are not Thymoids not over here? Yeah, there they are. Hand of Armok. And what is this? Oh, okay. Those are the Raiders. Yeah, so I think the plan is to keep pushing in there. We've got our fleet currently on the way, making the trip. It's going to be a fairly long one, but I guess that's going to be fine. Our transports are moving towards the front as well. You've got some employment, but things are being built. There was a little bit of talk in the chat as well about changing our trade policy to go pro-energy again. I think that might earn us a deficit Yeah, so if we do that, we'll run a deficit of consumer goods. I think it's going to be much easier for us just to maintain our energy credit level right now than have to buy consumer goods, although we've got a whole bunch of them. This balance is going to keep changing, so like the negatives are going to move around. Right now, I consider it to be balanced-ish, and we're just going to go for it. So with that, I think we can go ahead and put in, or unpause, the Red Legion. What are you guys? Militarists and pacifists. So funny that we've got both of them, and neither one of them are happy with me. Look at that! Ah, just making everyone mad. Either that means you're doing something very wrong or you're doing something very right, if everyone's equally mad. Farm experiments. You're building up a capital, that's going to be fine. I think our planets, I think we did a pass. Yeah, so you're doing that. Although you'll need some stuff soon. I haven't really decided what we're going to do with this. Okay, engineering research is pretty good. We could make this a tech world. And I might kind of like that idea, actually. Let me go and... So if we tech world... Yeah, so again, the lab build speed is faster, but doesn't actually give us a discount. We do still have empty jobs over here. What do we right now? We're colony, which just gives us some flat stability, amenity, and happiness. So I don't think I want to switch away from the colony quite yet. I think that that designation is limited to when it's fairly small size. I will queue up one research lab that I can't build because we don't have the planetary administration, so I won't do that. I could resettle just to grow it a little faster, but that will cost me some influence. Right now, we've got to save it. Okay, so I guess that's going to be that. Construction ship over here is done. I don't think you've got anything to auto-explore. No, so you're just going to move over to the front and be ready to pick up some debris. Construction ship. Okay, the north seems to be all done. Nothing over here. I guess I could move you down this way. I don't know if you'll be needed by the time you get there, but at least we'll send you that way. Or I could park you in Devil's Maw for whenever we get the dark matter tech. With the ship. Oh yeah, someone had made the case that cruisers at this point of the game are actually not too bad, because if you give them the right behavior, they'll stay out of range of most things a starbase does and just plunk away at them with like the carrier cruiser stuff. And so yeah, we'll do migration treaty, of course. So you can end up like taking out starbases without taking any damage, which sounds pretty nice. Okay, the transport's already there, which I mean I didn't really want the transports there ahead of time, but I guess it's fine. So you'll move here. I will claim this system. I'll probably claim this for completeness, although goddamn, that's a weak-ass system. It's really not worth it. No, I probably won't. You know what, then the other construction ship? Just park yourself over there. There you go. Oh, we did get some debris for some autocannon stuff.
Research
that was a little bit earlier. Gene clinics are done. Hyper Entertainment Forums is just the upgrade. Starbase capacity, actually... I don't usually grab that too early, although we could get the farmer stuff. Oh, tile blockers as well. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of really good things. Our food is okay, although it'd be really nice to run a surplus rather than deficit, because then that's something else we don't have to worry about trading for and things. Alright, let me get the gene crops first. This edict can be pretty handy as well. I don't know if we're going to run it, though. I mean, we're already at 2. Okay, so people are piecing out. Fine. Good for them. Congratulations. Peace is good. Leader. Aggressive's quite nice, especially the movement speed. If I saved up a bunch of influence, I could just go and steal this system, which I'm assuming the AI hasn't claimed because they're probably aggressive to space amoebas. Okay, that's a little baby fleet, which won't even threaten this station. Construction ship over here. Yeah, it's just going to stay there. Well, no, I will claim the system now. That's going to be okay. That one's still worthwhile. So we've got some naval capacity. We've got some fleet capacity as well, which would build these cruisers here. So... Oh, you must already be constructing those. They're probably, yeah, they're probably just trying to chase down my fleet or something. And... Oh, they're coming into the system. Well, that's actually really good news. Oh, they're turning around. We might be able to get them before they drop. Probably not. No. So that means we're chasing them here, which has the other fleet and the starbase, which I might be able to take. Let me park here, because they might be coming through. No, they're running away.
Construction
If they
project.
leave, that's going to be okay. What's our tech here? Antimatter reactor. Survey speed. I mean, it's purple, so that's very tempting, but what do we really need that for? The extra energy is going to be good. And yeah, it looks like the food is dropping. Traditions available. So for harmony, demotion speed is actually incredibly useful. Defensive speed, governing ethics attraction. This is really nice to keep our factions under control. I'll go ahead and hit this, though, because we might have some planets where we have some wonky, some wonky employment. We don't have it now, but it might happen soon. Oh, let's definitely upgrade you. You're gonna need some more stuff soon, but until I upgrade... Tell you what, let me just build another house here, then. If this is gonna be a tech world, you'll want the extra housing. Or, wait. That's not going to be the tech world, but maybe I'll still build it anyway, and maybe I'll still build one here as well, just to get ahead of things. You're going to need something soon as well. Tell you what, go ahead and just do that. And then I don't need to upgrade these. We've got jobs, we've got housing. I don't have to do anything on farm experiments. And yeah, I agree, it would be nice to have that as our capital, because the capital gets very generic bonuses, right? Yeah, stability, amenities, governing ethics, traction. So, it's not, it has no, it doesn't excel at any particular kind of job. This guy's not actually leaving. Alright, well, let's start going, because more ships have arrived in this fleet here. Okay, that fleet is running away. I would like to engage it, but then we'll just take out the starbase right now, then. That's going to be A-okay.
Striking hostile station. Research concluded.
You are going to hook up the mining stations and the research stations. What's this research? There's our gene crops. Penal colony I'm not really interested in creating. The diplomatic weight's always kind of nice. We don't need the naval capacity right now. We do want the tile blockers, but I'll grab the diplomatic weight. Now this, again, because it's measuring hit points, it looks really bad for us, but we should be able to trash this, I think. And it may be time... Did we unlock lasers 3? Because maybe we switch away from disruptors. Although, do we have disruptors 2? I don't remember.
Research concluded.
Take a look here when we take a look at our ship design. That might be worth getting now. Robots are still cool. Although it turns out, even though we theoretically have a love for robots, in fact, with materialists, I think we have a decrease on their upkeep or whatever. We're doing great without robots right now. I'll grab the purple, because it is purple. We did lose one ship, or maybe it retreated.
Research concluded.
Alright, quantum energy states. More money. Combat rolls, very good. Hyperdrive 2, again, I believe leads to the wormhole tech, but we don't have wormholes in our system. We don't need to unlock the higher level research complexes yet. X-ray lasers, are they X-ray, are they the level 4 lasers? Maybe I'll just grab that, and then we'll switch our ships over to lasers. That seems decent. And I can't remember... No, I guess the what do you call them? The little fighters. I guess they just have their own beams. They don't use your actual beam technology. Okay, let's take a quick look at our ship designs. Yeah, see, we have Disruptor 2 versus Lasers 3. So the DPS is 4.8. The DPS here is... So it's got twice as much DPS. And it does do bonus damage against armor. So, you know, equivalently the armor. So the question is mostly the shields. This does less against shields. If something is very shield heavy, the lasers will do worse than disruptors. But you know what? I think actually we are going to go ahead and make the change to this. And that's going to be A-okay. I don't think I need any of these modules. You have quite a lot of energy. Probably, yeah, leave you one step down over here. Or, hold on, do we want to go and switch to the hangar cores? I mean, we have kind of crap defense over here. And basic strike crafts. I mean, the damage is theoretically pretty strong. Maybe we do just start switching over to this right away. Do I want to switch these to medium? Yeah, let's switch these to mediums for the range advantage. And you're going to go to carrier, so you're going to stay at extreme long range. And then things close in while we start getting some stuff for it. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. I don't think we need reactor boost still. I'll do this. I could go and increase the power and then use more shields. But I kind of like the balanced approach over here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see how that works for us. So, we're going to switch everyone over to using lasers. But really what we're going to want to do is move away from using anything other than our cruisers right now. Why is my phone beeping yet? Oh yes, that's fine. So yeah, I'm not going to decommission anything we've got, but we're not going to rebuild any more of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you to go ahead and upgrade. Which apparently isn't going to use as many crystals, which is interesting. And then the other thing we're going to do is just bring down these numbers. Well, actually bring up the cruisers. There we are. Is this the Raider? No, that's the Raider. What's the deal with this cruiser, and why can't I retrofit it? We'll try after everything's been upgraded and things. Okay, was there a planet... Oops. Is there a planet to take over here? No. Okay. There's some debris, though. I'm assuming this... Oh, that's not the science ship that's nearby. I think there's still one coming in here, but let me go and send you forward anyway. And the construction fleet over here is good. Alright. I'm really feeling good about our position. I'm liking that we're not playing a we're trying to take over the world kind of vibe. I am considering switching our war policy to liberation wars and doing some ideological flips so that we can promote some unity in the galaxy. Unity in science for the entire galaxy would be very, very, very nice.
Construction project concluded.
So you're done over here, and I think that is going to be it. I'll leave the construction ships around. Yeah, we'll pay maintenance, but it's not too much. Oh, you have to go all the way over here for the upgrades. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. Stay where you are. Just repair here. I didn't realize, so I can't use my allies' shipyards. Okay, as a long-term investment, I'm going to go and upgrade the starbase at Meneth here, so that we can have a shipyard over here near my buddies. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one as well, near these guys who might be enemies, so it can have a little bit more punch. So yeah, just repair where you are, that's fine. We've got new cruisers being built and sent forward, which is also great. There you go, you're fully repaired. I'm going to go here, and then I guess we'll reevaluate at that point, actually. But then maybe help take this planet, move this war forward. So we have more war exhaustion, and I'm getting it right this time. Apparently, 2 or 3 videos ago, I had inverted some of these stats. I always find the display a little bit odd, and some of the color coding to be a little confusing sometimes. I'm not saying that it's wrong, you know. It is, I will admit, it's just me and my way that I perceive these things, but it doesn't quite work for me. Oh, let's build another housing district here, just to try to stay ahead of a few things. Let's get one there. I mean, we'll do some of the other specialized districts as well, but obviously the housing districts has become a little bit more important to me since I've realized that it adds to these slots over here. Okay, so you can't mine. We've got a few different ways we can go here. For now, let me go ahead and build the gene clinic. In fact, we're going to build a bunch of gene clinics everywhere. Even though, yeah, like some of the math on it is we're a little unsure about its situation, but we can always just tear some down later. For now, I don't know, seems okay, maybe, I don't know. A little bit to boost our growth rate is good. What's the max population of this planet? 75. Yeah, you know what? You could definitely still use it. You've got a long way to grow. Oh, you've already got something in queue, although I will also queue up a gene clinic for you. Same thing over here. The idea will likely be to tear them down later on. Okay. But hopefully, I mean, if it just gets us like 1 or 2 extra units of population, you know, a couple years earlier, that's going to be nice.
Research concluded.
All right, diplomatic will wait. Naval capacity from soldier jobs. I don't even think we have any soldier jobs. More diplo weight, I don't know. Chemical bliss, I mean, it's purple, which is cool, but I don't know. Fleet command limit, perhaps? Okay, this is definitely better hangar tech than what we've got. Let's go ahead and grab that now, because ours has 24 DPS, and that's 40 DPS. So, let's get the flagella. And it's quite a few ships. It's not really a concerning amount. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little side trip down over this way, because we're still waiting for reinforcements, and if we can catch another fleet somewhere else, that will be very nice. We could also potentially hit them at Hell's Maw. This is, my friend actually has a claim on this system, so taking it is very valuable. But we can afford to be a little bit cautious here. And, okay, that's not much of a fleet. Getting much better vision over here now, too, which is great. I was going to say prioritize the fleet, but I guess you've already engaged in combat here. You want to sign peace. I wish you told me what the peace was. That's a different piece. Yeah, I mean, if you're happy, it's your war. Sure, I guess.
Research concluded.
There you go, and you've taken some territory. Well, congratulations. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, I'm just gonna tell you to come to Meneth. Well, no, you'll probably... I'm gonna tell you to go all the way home. Go ahead and do that. Research on X-ray lasers. We may have to make some trades. We don't need the new reactors because we're well ahead. This is fairly expensive, but it's nice to get the research as soon as possible. But... Well, there's a lot of good stuff. Let me just grab the encryption here. It's really cheap.
Research concluded.
Science ship over here. Nothing for you to do. I was going to say, we can probably auto-explore through here because there's going to be like a year worth of open borders. I don't think it's the entire truce. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. If this is available, it must mean we have a planet. Like it says planet limit 0. Right, because you need to have the +1 limit from a district. We must have a planet with Betharian. I don't think it shows up otherwise. You won't. I'm just gonna tell you both. Well, I really don't want you that far off away. Gargantua over here. Hangar Bay, it's trade module. You're upgrading. Yeah, I don't like how deep in our territory this is. You're not, well, yeah, you're really not close to anything. Although I can keep building anchorages here, which wouldn't be bad. I'm gonna send you guys to Spark of Genius, actually. And I'll be okay with that. Alright, influence is coming up when it's 250. Hopefully I'll remember to hit this button. I kind of wish this button wasn't here until I hit 250. On the other hand, it's reminding me not to spend. Okay, a little bit of coil gun progress. Chilling over here. I guess I can tell you to upgrade now. That's going to be fine. So we're going to run out of energy credits in 11 months. Yeah, the deficit has grown. We do have a fair number of things to sell, though.
Fleet enhancement
so we're going to sell some of you. We're going to sell some of you. And then we can even sell things like our rare crystals over here. So now we have tons of money again. So again, I'm not too worried about, like, individual numbers being red, as long as overall my economy is good enough to, like, you know, just balance the things out. There we go, we can get an energy nexus, finally, for our fusion core planet. Every time I say fusion core, I want to do the day 9 fusion core dance. Okay, more peace. So, can I send a spy to you? I guess, okay, if I were to do this, and do this, and do this, and I will check. You're improving relations with some guys where it is maxed already. They're not really interested in anything else. So, we're going to pull the one out of the United Reliketh. Huh? Is it because I opened another screen? Things went weird. There you go. That's slightly annoying, but okay. Try to get a little bit more info on their strengths and stuff. We are just above our Empire Sprawl, but that's okay. We've got a bureaucratic world over here. It's got a bunch of empty jobs, so there's no reason for me to add more stuff or to upgrade the ones we've got over here. We just got to wait for the population to catch up. But it's a Gaian world with a gene clinic now, which may or may not be getting worked. Betharian power plant went fine. Yeah, our tech is going really good. Could go to Star Fortress right away. We could grab some of these things. I think I'm just going to grab the mining station output first, though.
Receiving transmission.
Federation Association status. Yes, that would be lovely. Oh, that's the Avarians over here. Now, I don't share a border with them. They do share a border over here. It would be really nice if we could be bros. Okay, improve relations is max. We could pull it out. Abuses of trust, xenophobia. It is interesting that you're willing to join the Federation, though. Hopefully get the upvotes. We could start doing some trade with my neighbors and getting, or my Federation members, and getting to, they said no, but the others voted yes, and getting some favors. Like trade for favors kind of thing. Resources from jobs, just flat out 5% more is really nice. Now, there's a few fairly nice things, and tile blockers are good too. Administrative capacity. Well, I'm not too worried right now. Yeah, the 5% to our jobs is actually going to be wonderful. Quill isn't worried about Empire Sprawl. Take a drink. Assisting research. These guys aren't doing anything. So, it bugs me a little bit that we have the untapped trade over here, but it's not really a big deal. I think there's going to be some piracy along this route at some point, though. I've got this over here. I guess it's picking up some trade. It's picking up the trade from there. Mostly I guess it's there to defend the choke point, which is pretty legit. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade you. Alright. Pull you over here too. I feel like things are going swimmingly. Okay, the energy credit deficit continues to grow. Now, this is just an ocean world. Let me just check. Have used our buttons. We could, because we could go and decide to boost this to Gain War, because there's not a lot of people that live here. The plan is to make this a generator world, apparently. But we really need more people here. And then we'll build... was this the one? I wonder if this is the one with the Betharian power plant. No. So one of these must have it. Nanite actuators. Okay, I can't run this again because I don't have the nanites, which is too bad. Can I buy and sell nanites? I'd only need 15. No, we can't trade those. Okay. So we'd like to gain access to the L gate, probably, because that's usually where we get it. But unfortunately, we have no L gate. No gateways, no wormholes, no L gates in my system at all. And in most games, I'd be a little salty about that. For this one, our priorities are a little bit different, so I'm less stressed about it. But I am a little bit annoyed on principle.
Research concluded.
Energy Nexus tech done. Really don't need that, although the fact that it's purple is, like, you know, enticing me. Archaeology skill doesn't really matter. We could go right up to gamma lasers. Tachyon sensor is really nice as well. I mean, it could just... I wonder if it leads to anything else. Maybe I should just grab it. It's purple. It's pretty tempting. This is during a defensive war, our ship fire rate goes up, which is pretty damn sexy. But I might want to focus on getting Utopian Dream first. Yeah, and I mean, Greater Good's going to be very handy for keeping our influence up. Get people away from the militarists and pacifists, encourage them to stay materialists and xenophiles. Okay, some peace going on over here. We got some new votes in the queue here. Leverage privateering. Economy, trade value, more upkeep, trade protection goes up, naval capacity goes down. See, I don't even know if I want to encourage lower naval capacity because, like, in the late game, like, my whole thing here is I want to try to get the galactic community to be able to defend against a giant, you know, like, endgame crisis. That being said, I'll go ahead and support this one. Repeal, no, I'm not going to repeal that. That's going to be fine. Okay, so we're up on our votes. All of our planets are, I think, in relatively... I'm just looking at the jobs and housing. Now I'm going to look to see if any capital buildings can be upgraded. Looks like the answer is no. 250 exactly. Bam. Okay. Now, I talked about the reforms, although I think this might have come up in the video that hasn't aired yet. So I'm worried that people might have come up with, like, some really good suggestions, but I'm not sure. The Byzantine bureaucracy is really nice for just free unity and stability, although mostly it means the 1 or 2 bureaucrat planets are going to be stable. It'd almost be nice if I wasn't specializing in the bureaucrat planets, and we can use this to throw in a little bit of extra stability anyway. Unity is always nice, though. Part of me is still wondering about diplomatic corps, because I think we are playing fairly diplomatically, and that's handy. I mean, administrative capacity is nice, although I think we're going to have a really easy time keeping our sprawl under control in this particular game. +1 building slots, cheaper buildings and upkeep. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm tempted between maybe Byzantine bureaucracy, but maybe less so. Diplomatic corps, yes. Maybe functional architecture? I think I'm going to grab the diplomatic corps. I think I'm really liking our diplomatic gameplay over here, and I want to keep leaning into that. I don't know if that's the strongest pick, but it's the one that feels pretty cool. So theoretically, yeah, that'll go to 5 of 7. Over here, we're capped. If I pulled one out, we would lose some cohesion, so I'll leave the one in there. That's going to be okay. I could assign some envoys over here from a diplomatic weight, which doesn't feel critical to me right now. Although at some point there might be a vote for the Senate stuff. What else could I do? Well, we could try to make friends or espionage people. I don't think I can send 2 spies here. That's the same people over here. You guys are kind of cool, are you not? We're friendly. You're in the Federation. There's nothing to do here because we've got the automatic one. What are you guys like? Spiritualist, xenophobe, so that's not going to ever work. Spiritualist, egalitarians is unlikely to do much. But I think that's mostly the case everywhere. Overwhelming strength. You know what? Let me do a little spying on you. Bonds of olive. Yeah, nothing much is going to happen, but we'll do a little spying over here. We can yank those guys out of the positions later. But we'll see what we can uncover map-wise, and I think that will help there. Okay, let's take another look at our ship design here. Because... okay, they did upgrade to the antimatter reactor, probably because they had to. Oh, they still don't, actually. I was going to say with the better guns, but nope. We're still alright over here. Now, the extra power does give you a little bit more oomph and things, but we're going to just save the cost for a little bit until we need it. Great upgrade. Construction ships have nothing. Oh, we've got refugees. And we got some intel as well.
Fleet enhancements.
Refugees are nice because, you know, it can open up different possibilities of their planets. Now, there is absolutely nothing for us to expand to. We've got everything. I mean, it looked like I've got every planet, and that is the case right now. We even did the Tomb World, which is fun. How's our relic cooldown? Okay, in a year, we can use this again to pop another one of the planets. So, I mean, all of our planets are livable by something. I don't know if anything's got, like, lower. 85... yeah, 70. I guess we're going to want to convert this one. It's only size 12, though. But that's pretty low habitability, so we probably want to do that. Oh, science ship is running away from stuff. That's
Construction project concluded.
These things are done expanding. Right, okay, so you're going to get at least a shipyard over here so we can do some upgrade. Other than that... I think I'm going to throw one hangar bay in here, so it can anti-piracy over there. Still don't have anything really good to do here. I'll just put down a resource silo. It's going to be okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably just put a resource silo here as well. Now I think you're just going to get more anchorages. Although, this could be a place to do some upgrades from over here. I guess I could build one shipyard. But I don't think that's the thing to do. We don't have... there's a building we get later on that gives us a booster anchorages. We don't have that unlocked yet. But I can build the Nebula Refinery, which seems like a pretty good idea. They'll produce minerals and gas for us. And then, yeah, you may as well slap down a couple more anchorages. Nothing wrong with that. And everything else is currently busy. The pacifists are happy. They don't like that we don't have a defensive stance, but that's okay. And yeah, hopefully their population goes down as people get pulled back to our government ethics. Build the science ship over here. Oh yeah, we should have to flee. I'll put you back on automatic. Archaeology skill doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll grab more. Well, I don't know about the encryption. Maybe the decryption over here for espionage stuff. Bureau of Espionage. Oh, it's a policy or an edict rather. Yeah. Advanced combat rolls is good. No, let me get the +2 code breaking because I know right now our code breaking is not very good. New Federation. Oh, has been new President of the Galactic Symposium. All right, fair enough. I mean, I could still propose law changes. I'm okay with it having to be randomized right now. Yeah, they do have a better economy, too. So with that, you know what? With my strength here, like, I do have the best strength, but probably we don't have the best strength from economy. Maybe I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to pose this. Okay, hold on. Where do these lead? Regulatory... What's it called? Regulatory facility. Well, it must be one of these. What does this lead to, cornucopia, in the end? Output, it keeps dropping habitability. However, I don't know how that interacts with our Gyne worlds. Our Gyne worlds seem to ignore a lot of those numbers. Maybe it is fine. But I was going to say, it might be a good idea for us, like this here, I'm going to oppose this. Because it adds weight to economy. I'm going to oppose this because I think our economy is never going to be quite as developed as some of the others. And diplomatically, it might be better to avoid that. I'm not sure. I'm going to put a cut in here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching another episode. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.